Many people ask me, Marcus, what is your morning routine? When do you go up? What do you do before you start your trading day? Because as you know, yes, I am an active trader. I'm pretty much trading every day. At least I'm following the markets every day. Not every day I see trading opportunities, but when I do, I definitely take these trades. So let me show you exactly what my morning looks like. I will show you exactly when I get up, what do I do in the mornings, and also the newsletters and the news that I like to read. Where do I get my information from? So all the times that I'm writing down here are in Central Times because I am in Austin, Texas. By the way, how do you like this? Isn't that cool that I can write and you see it here right on the screen? First time I ever did it, and I'm loving it. So anyhow, let's get into this. So here's what my morning looks like. At 7 a.m. Central Time, this is when the alarm goes off. Now, this does not mean that I'm getting up. I'm the kind of person who needs some time in the morning. So after the alarm goes up, I take my time waking up. And what I do is usually I read a little bit, I meditate. Doesn't really go that well. I'm not great at meditating, but I'm also journaling. So this is what I do for approximately an hour. So for me, I really take my time before I'm getting up. At 8 o'clock, this is when I'm actually getting up. So this is when I take a shower, brush my teeth, the usual, right? I mean, and I'm pretty quick in getting up. So this is where at 8:15, I'm sitting in front of my computer. Now, again, all times are in Central Time. So for me, the exchanges open at 8:30. So here's what I do when I'm sitting in front of the computer 15 minutes before the markets open. When I'm trading the binary power spreads in the morning, this is when I place the trades between 8:15 and 8:30. So this is when I'm trading power spreads. Then I like to read some newsletters, and I show you exactly what newsletters I like to read. And these newsletters are free, so you can sign up for them as well. I like to double check my trades because, as you know, I'm using the software PowerX Optimizer and I'm running it at night. So at night, I'm getting the trades for the next morning. Usually I'm placing my trades the night before. But in the morning, I like to double check it because when I'm up at 8:15, this is when I'm usually wide awake. And so I just wanted to make sure that the evening before I wasn't cross-eyed or too tired. So this is why I like to double check my positions and my trades. And then usually at 8:30, markets open. So from 8:30 to 9, that is when I'm actively trading. Now, why don't I trade longer than 9 o'clock? Because usually after 9 o'clock, not much is happening. Usually the trades that I place are getting filled in the first 30 minutes. If they don't, there's no point for me of watching the markets all day long. It'll just drive me crazy. So therefore, as you can see, my work day is only from, let's say, 8:15 to 9 o'clock. This is when I'm actively focusing on trading. Now, often I like to watch the trades going into the close. Okay, anyhow, before I show you the exact newsletters that I read and how you can get them delivered into your inbox as well for free, let me ask you this. Is this making sense thus far? Is this helpful to get a little bit a feel of what I do? Because if it is, do me a favor. Click on like, because this way I know exactly which videos you enjoy and I'll make more of the videos that you like. So give me a quick thumbs up. And if this is your first time watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you enjoy all this stuff, click on the subscribe button somewhere here. And this way you get notified whenever I go live. All right. One of the newsletters that I personally really enjoy is the Wall Street Breakfast from Seeking Alpha. So the website is called seekingalpha.com. And when you go there to seekingalpha.com and you scroll down a little bit, you will see that there's the Wall Street Breakfast. I'm going to click on this here. So you can subscribe to this newsletter. It's free. When you do, this is where you're automatically getting it into your inbox every morning. And that's what I do. So you see, this is where it usually arrives at around 7 a.m. Eastern time. So for me, that's 6 a.m., way before I wake up. but this way it is in my inbox when I wake up. So here it says Wall Street breakfast, record spike in jobless claims. And you see, it gives you a brief synopsis of what's going on. Volatility is returning to the markets as U.S. stock futures climbed 2% overnight. So breaking down the data, this is for the unemployment news. It will be a turbulent earnings season. Then you see Wall Street advising Treasury on stimulus. So there's a few things, and I just found it interesting. Now, I'm not using this information to trade, and here's why. You know me. I like to trade what I see, not what I think. This is what it is all about, right? But for me, I do not watch any news. I don't have cable TV, and therefore, this here is basically letting me know what's happening in the financial world. So you can very easily subscribe to this. Just go to seekingalpha.com. I will link to seekingalpha.com in the description here to make it easy for you to sign up for this newsletter. And I found it helpful. Just check it out. As I said, it's free, and it is sponsored, as you can see, by advertising. This is why you see a lot of ads on the site here. But I like this very much. All right, another newsletter that I just recently subscribed to, I think I've had it now for 2 weeks, is Morning Brew. Honestly, I did not know about the Morning Brew newsletter. Somebody recommended it to me and said, hey, why don't you look into Morning Brew? And I like it a lot. Again, I'll put a link in the description. So there's another newsletter that is being delivered to you every single morning. It tells you what the markets did the night before. It tells you about right now the CARES package. I think this is what it is called, right? The 2 trillion stimulus package, and shows you what is happening here. I've just found it interesting. I'm not quite sure if I will continue reading it. It is okay, but I must say, Seeking Alpha, for me personally, I find this better. But hey, I subscribed to it 2 weeks ago. Thus far, I'm enjoying it. So I thought that you might enjoy it too. Another thing that I like to take a look at it is briefing.com. Briefing.com shows me what is happening throughout the markets. Now, I only go there if I see a massive spike throughout the day. And this is when I want to know, hey, what happened here? Why did this tremendous spike there? So they update it approximately every hour. It is briefing.com. I'll also link to this in the description that you have the links all together. Now, finally, a newsletter that I believe that you should be reading is the newsletter that I'm sending out every evening. And I'm sending it out every night at 5:30 Central Time. So you're getting it 5:30 or 6:30 Eastern Time. And I'm also sending it again the next morning because I know in mailboxes it gets busy, right? So this is where it might get lost, and I think it's a pretty good newsletter. My head coach Mark Hodge and I, we're writing it in the evening. So in the afternoon, after the markets are closed, and you'll see it looks like something like this. So this is the one from yesterday. Trump says, be prepared for a very, very painful 2 weeks, and the Dow drops 974 points. This is what happened yesterday. So I give you a quick summary. As you can see, it is like a 60-second summary of what has happened today, so that you are informed, if you are not following the markets as closely, that you know what happened. Where are the indices? How is crude oil doing? So, and what are some major stocks that have moved the markets? So is this helpful? This is my morning routine. So as you can see, nothing magic about this. So one of the questions that I received is, do you need a so-called Squawk Box or a Bloomberg terminal? I don't. And I don't know what for. As you can see, these are free newsletters here. Super easy to get. As I said, I'll link to it in the description. Now, I hope that you find this helpful and this helps you with your morning routine, whether you're a new trader, an aspiring trader, or you're a seasoned trader. So this way you are informed of what's going on in the markets. Now, keep in mind, in order to make my trading decisions, I only look at the charts and at the indicators, because you want to trade what you see, not what you think. And this is where I'm using my software, the PowerX Optimizer. But I believe it's always good to know what's going on in the world and what our traders and investors are focused on. Well, hope this helps. And if it did, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video. And if you enjoyed this video, there will probably be popping up a few videos right now on this page here. Feel free to watch any of these that you might find helpful.